Hi everyone, Nathan Hall here. Second part of our math lesson. So first time we looked at word problems, we'll review that a little bit this time, but mainly we're going to focus on some algebra terms. I'm not going to make you do the math, but I am going to make you understand the way these work, so this will be largely a vocabulary lesson. So like terms, what are those? Expressions, equations, how to simplify, we'll look at. Here's an example with a word problem. You've got 12 jelly beans. Your friend has 24. You want to share it. Well, you do that with algebra. Yours plus x would have to equal his minus x. We end up with that equation. What do? We subtract 12 from both sides. X equals 12 minus x. And this is the big part of it. This is important. What happens on one side must happen to the other. So in this case, we would have to add x to get rid of that negative x. So 12 minus x plus x, 12. X plus x, 2x. So what is x? We just figured that out. X is 6. Your friends, then you and your friends had 12 plus 6, 24 minus 6, 18, 18. So here's another example of how to use it. So when doing word problems, this is something that will come up. You will have to do some algebra. We'll talk about what a variable is in the live class, but basically any letter can stand in for a number. It will change with every homework, every assignment, and it's not a constant. Constant would be a number that's always the same. So here our constant is 3, but the 2h is a variable. You can't say 2h plus 3 equals 5h. Doesn't work like that, because you don't know what h is. So here, we subtract 3 from both sides to do it. 2h equals 8, so h is 4. Uh-oh, what if h is on both sides? Just subtract it down again. So terms, what you do to one side, you must do to the other. Properties of equality is what you're going to have to know. And I will give some quizzes where there is an error. You'll have to figure it out. It'll be something like this. You have to show me where someone went wrong. 8x plus 10 minus 6x plus 4 equals 24. Well, okay. Let's see, 24. Wait a minute. Yeah, see where they went wrong here? They added 24 to this when they should have subtracted it. That's the kind of thing you're going to have to know. I'm going to walk you through the process to figure out what's wrong. We will do this in the live class together. If you have questions, come there. Otherwise, some terms to know. An expression doesn't have an equal sign. Equations do. So you can solve an equation. It has an equal sign. I'm going to add that in here. Expressions don't. Expressions you can't really solve. And in inequities, you're going to have the greater than, less than sign. So this will be coming up real soon in your classes. You'll probably get to these before the end of the year. Quick preview of what's happening. For this example, we're going to look at the timeline of Puerto Rico. Everything before 1492 is all Native Americans. Then, believe it or not, time with no Puerto Rico. Yeah, Francis Drake attacked San Juan. Didn't go real well for the guy. So, what is that my timeline? But yeah, there was a time when Puerto Rico was a part of Spain in the middle there. So we'll look at that. So remember, what you do to one side, you must do to the other. Inverse operations will solve them. Same rules will solve inequities. Inequities are expressions. We may never have a final answer to them. So take a look at this in our live classes, how to solve them. Otherwise, one thing I will add is the variable. I'm also going to add here. So like terms means you can't put your 24 and your x together. Properties, you have to balance out the equation. See, we call that the properties of equality, and the variable will always change. So there will be questions down below to answer. Do your best. You will have to figure out, I'm going to do some math problems deliberately wrong so you can show me what's wrong and where. And that should help make algebra much easier for you. So any questions, just let me know or come to the live class. Goodbye for now.